So I wanted to make a video about the laws, the divine laws of the universe, and because a lot of people talk about them in terms of how you can utilize them to manifest a better reality, but nobody really talks about what happens when you abuse the system of energetics and spiritual sovereignty and the repercussions of those actions. And I feel like it's a good time, just in the present moment, with so many things unraveling in due time, that people are made aware of the fact that when we decide to take action in a negative frequency, there are it's a domino effect that happens, and it doesn't happen right away. It happens over time. So, with that being said, number one is going to be the law. Number one is the law of divine sovereignty. Every being has a right to their own soul's journey, free will, and inner authority. The violation that happens is when somebody manipulates, coerces, gaslights, drains through energetic vampirism, or dominates another person's will, especially through contracts or enchantments. The repercussion of that is having the same energy return to you. That's like the return to sender, which I don't believe in. Anytime I feel like I'm being sent negative energy, I transmute it into positive power for myself, and any negativity is returned back into Mother Gaia through Source, so that it can be transmute. Whatever I can't transmute, whatever belongs to somebody else, can be transmuted within the system that we're all born into. So it returns it to where it belongs, so it doesn't vindictive, it's not a vindictive return to sender. It's not like, you did this to me, I'm going to return this to you, because that is dark magic. Like, that is negative magic. So the repercussions, again, it's like return to sender, receiving the energy that you put out, energetic backlash, and spiritual arrest. Which means that you don't move, you end up with spiritual apathy. And so you're blinded by your own ego and shadow aspects, and you don't grow in the spirit, you're stuck. The second one is the law of karma and reciprocity. So all actions, intentional or unintentional, generate energy that must be balanced in time. The violation of this is escaping responsibility for harm caused or harvesting rewards without earning them. The repercussion of this is being stuck in karmic loops, stagnation, delayed blessings, and Emery, an incarnational debt. So it's karmic debt that if you don't clear it in this lifetime, it follows you to the next. Number 3 is the law of cause and effect. Every action has an equal reaction, whether visible or unseen. The violation is attempting to manipulate outcomes without acknowledgement to the root cause, the reason for the need to manipulate. The repercussion of those actions are unintended consequences and entanglement in your own web. You get entangled in the repercussions of your own actions by willfully being ignorant and manipulating others. Number 4 is the law of truth. Truth is an eternal frequency. Lies dismember the fabric of reality. I just wrote, I got a prophetic download the other day that says lies have, I almost said life, interesting. Lies have a shelf life. The truth is eternal. It doesn't matter how long a lie goes on, it will come to light. We may not see or hear it, but it does unfold energetically. So the violation of the law of truth is spreading misinformation, concealing a wrongdoing, or living in contradiction. When you live in contradiction, it's like, oh, well, I did this, but it's fine. I can make an excuse for it because it's justified. The repercussion to that is exposure, revelation, collapse of false narratives, people seeing through the concealing of immoral actions. Number 5 is the law of polarity. Everything exists in duality, dark and light, masculine and feminine, giving and receiving. The violation, therefore, is denying or demonizing one polarity while trying to spiritually bypass pain or shadow work. Projections. It's projecting, I have nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. I'm good. I don't have to work on myself. They're the problem because it's the operation of division and the weaponizing division. The repercussion of that is a fractured self. It's projections of shadow. It's addictions. False light deception. Number 6 is the law of divine timing. All things unfold according to sacred alignment, not the ego's urgency. The violation of this is forcing timelines, manipulating synchronicity, rushing soul contracts. The repercussion of that is burnout, delay, misalignment, spiritual disorientation. That's why you see like people that are forcibly trying to grind will always burn out. They crash because their spirit is begging them to stop, to slow down, to get in alignment with what their soul is calling them to do, not with what society and the matrix is telling them is right, quote unquote right. Number 7 is the law of consent. Nothing may be entered, altered, or influenced without sovereign permission. Now, if you resonate with this message, I want you to say aloud to yourself right now, I revoke all contracts that do not benefit the greater good of all, seen, unseen, heard or unheard, consensual or non-consensual. I revoke, rescind, and decree, command with clarity in the current present moment my revocation or the revocation of any soul bindings that do not align with my highest self. So the law of consent, the violation of that is energetic interference. Spell work without consent. This would be any return to sender spells, love spells, anything where you're not getting clear permission from the other person. I can't make it any clearer. Any magic used with the intention of creating a manifestation in the physical realm, if it's not aligned with the highest good of all, will have repercussions. You cannot. So I've never enjoyed the videos online or the short reels about putting names or like freezing people in the like in jars, like jar spells. It shit is child's play. Grow up. If you want real change, real positive change, manifest with your highest will for the highest good of all, because that your recollection of knowing that is what takes all, that's what wins the game, that has no energetic repercussions except for positive. It has positive outcomes. When we manipulate the energy of others, that comes right back to us. It doesn't matter how protected you are. It doesn't matter what kind of spells you do. It will come back. So, again, number 7, the law of consent. nothing may be entered, altered, or influenced without sovereign permission. The violation is energetic interference, spell work without consent, and soul binding. The repercussion is spiritual trespassing, mirror curses, soul fragmentation. So if you curse somebody else, the curse is just going to come back to you. I don't know how to make it any clearer than that. Number 8 is the law of reflection. What you see in others is often a mirror of you, or a mirror sent to awaken you. The violation is projecting, scapegoating, or refusing personal accountability. The repercussion is that life sends more mirrors until the lesson is embodied. So you run from something that God is trying to show you is clear that you need to work through. He will just keep sending you mirrors until you finally break enough to open yourself up and aid the wounds that are being mirrored back to you. Number 9 is the law of vibration. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are tuned into. And it is a matter of your internal frequency. You attract what you are, what you believe to be true about yourself and the world around you. So the violation is pretending to be in one frequency while hiding another. It's deception. The repercussion is spiritual dissonance, disruptive manifestations, attracting karmic mirrors. Number 10 is the law of sacred contracts. Before incarnating, souls agree to certain experiences, lessons, and connections. The violation is trying to hijack or manipulate another's path or contract. The repercussion is divine intervention, contract burn, collapse of false timelines. And if this is happening to you, wake up. Find the truth and release yourself. Number 11 is the law of restoration. Everything taken unjustly must be returned or restored in right alignment. The violation is theft, spiritual, energetic, material, including identity or gifts. The repercussions are a curse of the stolen crown. Justice is cosmic. Number 12 is the law of threshold. Major spiritual initiations require integrity. What is not integrated cannot pass. It's why people that have not integrated their shadow and light aspects of self will not climb Jacob's ladder. They will not ascend the way that they're meant to because they are fractured. So the violation of this law is seeking power without doing the inner work, false initiation. The repercussion is ego death, loss of spiritual gifts, and a rebirth cycle reset. Pretty much having to go through the same cycles over and over until it's fulfilled. The debt is fulfilled. Number 13 is the law of witness. What is witnessed in truth cannot be unwitnessed. Testimony is holy. Violation, silencing witnesses, erasing truth tellers, gaslighting those who quote-unquote see. The repercussion of that is divine court convenes. The record remains. Your shadow is documented. One thing that people don't seem to understand is that everything in spirit is documented. God sees everything. He keeps track of everything. Whether or not you see the outcome of the bad behavior outrightly is up to what was done, who it was done to, and the intensity of the actions that were taken. And you gotta understand, the more somebody racks up spiritual debt for the wrongdoings that they've done, the more they suffer. That's why I have a hard time extending empathy to those who have deliberately done wrong and who have broken down other people, because where they are in their life now tells you everything that they need. It tells you everything you need to know about their character. Number 14 is the law of compassion when earned. Compassion is sacred, not owed, and it must not be weaponized. The violation is using empathy to bypass accountability or guilt trip others. The repercussion is that they are cut off from authentic compassion. They are isolated. They mirror their own, they end up seeing mirrors of their own manipulation. Number 15, the law of revelation. All things hidden will eventually come to light. I love this one. This one makes me so happy. It makes my soul happy because this is what I'm here to bring. The violation is thinking you can bury the truth eternally. The repercussion is divine exposure, the reckoning. Soul contracts activated to unveil the lie. And I'm not saying that once you commit like a spiritual crime, it is a done deal, but there are certain thresholds that you're not meant to cross, and God keeps track of those. The universe keeps track of those. And so, if you're going through a period of karma right now, I just want to invite you to take a good hard look at the things you've done in your life, the actions you've taken, the things that were said, thought, the weight that the spoken word carries. Have a conversation with God so that you're ready for when karma comes back around. Don't be surprised when your actions come right back to bite you in the ass.